I have my little ring light. It's not technically a ring light, but it's like my little makeup ring light, and I have it, and it's like a mirror. It's like a ring light mirror, makeup mirror. Does that make sense? I can't show you guys right now because I'm using it, and what's really, really nice is that I'm using, since I don't have a flip screen on this camera, I'm using the mirror to see myself like from behind the camera. So, wow, that is so weird to actually see myself while I'm filming for a change. Hey, you guys, welcome back to another chatty video. That's what we're doing today. We're gonna have a little chat. I just really want to keep you guys updated on a few things that I actually spoke about in yesterday's live stream. Oh, and the first stream was a fail, by the way. Second time I streamed went really, really well, and thank you everyone that was a part of it. If you'd like to be a part of it next time, I will have my You Now link down below, so yeah. I apologize that I kind of look a mess. It's a little bit late. I got my little cozy sweater on that I absolutely adore, and it was a little bit chilly today, which I'm not complaining about because, yeah, I'm so ready for fall. It's not even funny. I also got my little PJs on right here. These are they're little mice in a hot cocoa cup, so hot cocoa PJs. I love these. Sorry, I constantly keep looking like in the mirror. It's just really weird to see myself while I'm filming. Like, what? It's just, I'm not used to it. I used to have a Nikon and it had a flip screen. That's what I had filmed with for a long time. And then it just kind of went downhill from there and it broke. I'm hoping that one of the hamsters will wake up soon as well because it is kind of late. Well, I always say it's late, and 8 o'clock is not late, Pam. It's not late at 8 o'clock. I'll say I'm kind of enjoying doing these chatty videos with you guys. Let me know if you do enjoy them. And I was thinking about maybe, you know, doing these type of videos a bit more often. Just because honestly, it's really, really nice to talk to you guys and get your opinions on things and just anything life in general, I guess, you know. So I'm really enjoying these sit down chatty times. Let me know if you do as well. First thing that I kind of wanted to talk about with somebody about, all of you, I'm sure a lot of you guys already know that I am like doing this whole online dating thing. I hadn't done online dating for like about a year, and then I went on a couple of dates this year so far. If you guys follow me on my social media, you will always know when I do go out on a date. I always kind of fill you guys in on things. Anyway, long story short, I recently had went on a date and the first date was really, really great. A lot of things in common, which was kind of nice for a change because usually when I do the whole online dating thing, it usually doesn't go well after, or you know, it usually doesn't go well after the first date. So, you know, I never like have my hopes up or anything when I go on these dates. So the first date went really, really well. I went home happy. There were a few things. Now, obviously, I'm not going to mention any names, and I don't know. I did mention my YouTube channel on the second date, which I should not have done because I don't know, maybe I think it was a little bit too early to, honestly, I didn't really feel comfortable like talking about it right away because I just thought it was a little bit too early to talk about that and like for me to feel like totally comfortable sharing it with this person. But anyway, on the second date, I did show a little bit of my channel, so I don't know if he's watching or not. If he is, but yeah, I don't know. I just feel like really talking tonight. Like, I don't know why. I just am in the mood. I really want to talk to you guys and just tell you, like, not everything that happened, but like a little bit, and I was feeling, and maybe that, and I'm hoping that through this little story will help someone else as well. I was saying I was very, very happy after the first date. There were a couple things, you know, that kind of like made me think in the back of my head, but I wasn't like worried about it because, you know, we all get nervous and sometimes we say things, and yeah, so I wasn't like super worried about something in particular, and I honestly really, really liked him, and I really wanted to hang out with him a second time, and he did as well. So it was, you know, definitely a mutual thing, obviously. Those lights annoying you guys, are they like going on and off? So there was like a whole like week gap in between before we saw each other for the second date. Day after our first date, he really wanted to call me, and I thought it was nice, and we were like, you know, getting to know each other, and it was really comfortable. I did feel comfortable talking with him and everything on the phone. Back up. I can't remember if he had called me the same night when we hung out, like later that night. Okay, I'm so sorry. I totally forgot about this. Okay, so I think we hung out during the day for our first date, and since it went so well, he had called me that same night, and we talked a lot on the phone. He was telling me a little bit like how he felt about me, and which was really nice to hear. Like, I didn't see it like as a problem or anything. At some point, I believe he had said that he had basically made up his mind about me. Like, he wants to be with me, and it was just then like relying on me and on my behalf to make the next move and decision. Now, here's the thing, that when he had told me that and we were talking on the phone that same night after our first date, I didn't think of anything of it. Like, I thought it was so sweet, and I just thought it was great. Like, I really did. And I went to sleep, everything was fine. Now, here's the thing, the next morning I woke up, and I actually woke up having a panic attack. Kidding. I literally had a panic attack. Full-blown anxiety. And to me, as I start to shake, and I just start to instantly sweat, like hot sweat from my head to my toes, and inside I was like burning up, and I just wanted to take a pillow and scream and cry in this pillow. Like, I'm not even kidding. I just wanted to take the pillow and I just wanted to cry, and I didn't know why. Not even kidding. This lasted till about midway through the day. So I think around like lunch or noonish is when it finally went away. I didn't know what to do anymore. I went and laid down in bed. He starts to call me like on his first breaks from work. Then he calls me on his lunch breaks, and then he wants to talk on his other break. So, you know, he really wanted to talk all the time, which was, again, for me, I thought totally fine. I did kind of feel like at some point, like, I really don't have time to talk. Like, I really don't. Like, I gotta get in, I gotta do things, I gotta take care of my kids. Like, I can't just like sit on the phone all day. I haven't dated in a while, so I thought, you know, this is, you know, probably what, you know, you're supposed to do. Like, if you want to get to know somebody, isn't this what you do? So, you know, I go along with it, and everything was fine. Like, everything was fine. We were talking throughout that whole entire week. He did say something to the sort of made up his mind, you know, he's just waiting on me. You know, we were planning on when we were going to see each other next and all this kind of stuff. There are a few things that I just didn't really see like a future with at some point. Like, I started to realize it slowly. It didn't like come all at once, but I just kind of started to realize what was going on. But anyway, finally we get to see each other on the second date, and again, like, he's a nice guy. Like, he's truly a nice person. He really is. He's genuinely a nice person. Sorry about that. You guys probably saw my son, and I didn't realize my son was behind me. I think I felt very uncomfortable on the second date. I don't know why. And at the time, at the time, I didn't understand why I was feeling so uncomfortable. Like, I didn't get it. I didn't know what was wrong with me. Like, I thought, okay, well, maybe it's because, you know, obviously I don't know him and all this stuff, you know, like, but it wasn't that. I think he had bought me flowers and like some candy and chocolates and stuff, which was really sweet. But it did kind of make me feel a little bit uncomfortable, just because I knew that it was like it was like the second time that I had seen him, and I just felt like it was so much, you know, put on me. And I just kind of felt like this pressure a little bit. I don't know why. It was so sweet. It really was, but I just thought it was a little bit too early for that, I guess. Just for me. It might not be like that for everybody else, you know what I mean? Like, by all means, I think it's just me. That's just who I am, and I thought, like, in the back of my head, I just thought a little early for me personally, but, you know, it was really nice. It's not like I, you know, thought, oh, well, got me flowers, I'm out. Like, no, that's not the case at all. And so, yeah, on the second date, like, you know, he was kind of like telling me how he felt a lot about me, and I kind of felt like that anxiety come again, and I honestly at some point just kind of felt like I just really want to go home. Like, because I just felt like so pressured into talking about like feelings that I felt so uncomfortable, and I just started to feel like this anxiety, and I thought I was going to have another panic attack right then and there. But I slowly felt it building up, and in my mind, oh, he's so nice. I really just want to go home. Like, I really don't want to talk. Like, that's not what I wanted to, I guess that's just not what I like really wanted to, I don't know. I'm weird. This is when I finally figured out why I was feeling like this and why I had that panic attack the first day after the first date. At home, I still was feeling fine, and then I went to sleep. Literally the next day, I had another panic attack. I woke up shaking and feeling full of anxiety. So that kind of subsided. I sat down, thought about what is going on with me. Why am I waking up to this? Why is this happening? And I finally come to realize that I think I was feeling very, very pressured. When I get to know somebody, I just want to get to know somebody. I don't want to like jump into a relationship or anything like that, because I haven't been in a relationship for a while, and like you guys know, I've been divorced now for a few years, and I got kids, you know, I got a lot of responsibilities. And I think when this person told me that, you know, he's made up his mind about me, you know, he's ready for it, like whenever like he's waiting on me to give him an answer when we could start a relationship or something. After the first date, I've only seen this guy once, you know, to put that pressure on me. That is why I was having those panic attacks, and I didn't even realize it. I felt very, very pressured and felt like I had to give everything at once, and I really don't want to feel that way. And when I get a panic attack, and when I start to feel anxiety about anything, like something like being pressured into something, that's basically what happens to me, and I can't. And like I said, sometimes it takes me a while to figure out what the problem is, or, you know, why I'm feeling that way. I finally sat down and realized, okay, let's rethink all of this. Let's think about this, you know. And like I said, there were a few other things too that I just didn't see like anything future, like in the long run. I feel like if you're going on a first date or even a second date or a third date, you're just in the process, like you're just having fun. I don't feel like there should be any talk unless you've known each other since like childhood or something. If you're like going out with a stranger and you're just getting to know them, and they kind of like tell you how they feel about you right away, first few dates, you probably shouldn't be talking about that. If you talk on the phone all night, all day for a whole week or 2 weeks straight, there's no way you're gonna know who this person is. And it's a short amount of time. It's not long enough. Basically, him telling me that, you know, he's made up his mind about me, I think just really did it for me after I, you know, thought about it. I obviously did not feel the same way. Like, I thought he was a cool guy, and like I liked him, but I liked him enough to go on a second date and possibly a third. You know what I mean? So, but I didn't make a decision off of the first date or two, you know, that I want to be with this guy and like start a relationship, bring him to the family, introduce him to my kids. Like, no, I was dying. Anyway, that was basically a story. I really hope I did not bore you guys with that. If I do talk about some of my stories with you guys, it'll help someone in the long run too. Like, never, ever, ever feel pressured to do anything you do not want to do. Trust me, I've made plenty of mistakes in my life too, and I sadly have made mistakes being pressured into something I didn't want to do, all because you want to be nice, you know, you want to be that nice person, but you can't let people take advantage of that. It's got to be about you. It's got to be how you're feeling. I really hope that that somewhat helped somebody out there if they're in a similar situation, or you're feeling, you know, anxiety, or especially people that deal with anxiety and people that have anxiety. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. It's really, really terrible feeling when you do start to get a panic attack. Anyway, after all that, I did decide to stop talking to him. Obviously, I don't feel like I needed to explain myself. I don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. Now, obviously, if I was like dating him, like in a relationship, obviously I would explain myself why I would be breaking up with someone, but because I only saw him twice, I don't really feel like I need to explain anything. So I just kind of stopped all the contact, and yeah, I feel so much better. And you know, to be honest, I'm really happy right now. I think I'm done with the online dating for a while, you guys. I'm not even kidding. And honestly, when I think about my future, what do I see? I see myself, my kids, and my pets, and I want to have my own place, and I'll get there. And that's what makes me, when I think about that future, that's what makes me happy, and that's what I want. That is what I want for me. I don't need to live with anybody. I don't need to move in with anybody. I want to do it on my own. I want to do it on my own with my kids. I want to do it on my own. And I know that if I work hard, I will get there. So I'm just going to continue to work hard. I'll be so proud of myself one day. That is my ultimate goal, just to have my own little place with my kids, with my pets. I'm really excited for it. I mean, you never know what will happen in between, obviously, but right now at this moment, that thought is what makes me happy. So, since we've been sitting here talking for so long about this date story, I really wanted to talk to you guys also about Mochi's cage, the one behind me over there, the IKEA detolf. I'll know that I put it together by myself and I did not do a good job at it, and now it's basically kind of falling apart. Not to the point where she can escape. That is not like how bad it is. But if you guys have personally had an IKEA detolf, you know that there's like this little plastic piece that connects the glass together. Screw the sides on and all that stuff. So at the moment, what I had realized, because I took her out for playtime the other night and I was spot cleaning her cage a little bit, and then I noticed that the bottom glass piece is actually not in the plastic part. Basically scared me to death. There is about a 1 centimeter gap. I could put like my fingernail, could go and I could just feel that there was a gap. Glass that is underneath the cage is actually being held together, probably because of the shelves that I have right down here. I don't know if it like came out on the wood part or not, but I know like right here, the longer side, it came out of the plastic part, and only in the back, not the front. I'm not very happy about that, and I am a little bit worried. I mean, how did that even sneak out, that even like come out of the plastic part? So at the moment, I am not able to go and just spend the $300 on the eco habitat that I really wanted to get for Mochi down the road anyway. I still need to save up for that a little bit more. Now, since we have this issue on our hands and I saw that the glass piece is like coming out, I kind of need to make a decision for the time being until I am able to get an eco habitat. So I think I am going to be using my Midwest Critter Nation that I had used for my rats. At the moment, I turned it into like a little cat section for my cats, and honestly, for the past couple of months, they don't even use it anymore. They don't even go on it, so it's just basically sitting there for no reason at all. I wasn't planning on like having the cats keep that forever, because I do want to get them a really nice cat tree, like a, you know, like a cat scratching tree thing, like a really big one. I think that Luna and Max would really love that. So that is what I'm going to be thinking about doing here in the next couple days, actually. Tomorrow I am going to be running to Home Depot to get some plexiglass. I need to get some, oh my gosh, I'm having a brain fart again. Ties, oh my gosh, zip ties. I need to get some more zip ties because I searched for some zip ties and I can't find any. Actually, oh, I think they're in there actually. I kind of forgot to look in that bin that's over here. So really want to get a cement bin. If you guys have seen Pug Pibble Hedgie's channel, Tori is so lovely. I love her to death and I love all of her pets. You guys should definitely check her out if you would like to. I will leave all of her links down below so you can go check out her channel. She lives for, you know, Critter Nations, and she has so many of them. She actually keeps or houses her hamsters in them. So I just thought it would be a really neat idea to at least try it out and see if I'm going to be able to like modify it, because I want to kind of cover some of the area so Mochi wouldn't be able to like climb all the way up and then fall down. Now, I don't know, maybe she won't even climb up the bars, but you never know. Where I'm at kind of is I'm just going to go get the stuff. It's not going to be like the world's end cost-wise, so I'm going to go get it. I'm going to go try it out and, you know, just modify the cage and then see how it goes. So yeah, that is the plan right now, just to kind of get her out of the IKEA detolf before anything bad happens. I don't want anything I don't want anything to like pop out more. So I think that is everything that I wanted to talk to you guys about today in this chatty video. Let me know if you guys enjoy these chatty videos from time to time or a little bit more often, because honestly, I could like do this every night, to be honest. I could just talk to you guys every night. I'm not even kidding. I'm gonna go ahead and end the video now. I really do hope that you guys enjoyed it. And if you'd like to be a part of our little ham fam here and anything in general, I guess, I really hope that you'll subscribe to our channel. I love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you in my next video.